If you're thinking about moving to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, I've got some helpful tips and information that you'll want to know for living in the borough. You'll be able to identify that perfect neighborhood for your lifestyle. What's up, y'all? I'm Rachael, realtor and resident living in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. As I outline some tips for choosing your Murfreesboro neighborhood, I'm also including driving footage of some of my favorite neighborhoods in Murfreesboro. When I first moved to Murfreesboro back in 2016, one of the most important things to me was the location. At that time, I was tired of a long commute to work, and I just wanted to move somewhere that's 10 to 15 minutes from my job at Amazon at the time. And just so you know, in Murfreesboro, the area is quite large and sprawling. There are parts of Rutherford County that's 45 minutes from my house. Questions that you might ask yourself to identify that perfect location are, what do I need to be the closest to? That could be your job, school, university, medical center, shopping, church. That could be something else entirely. The closer that you are to Interstate 24, the easier that it'll be to get to Nashville and the main shopping areas of Murfreesboro. Being close to 840 is great as well, though there will be some construction at some of these interchanges coming up. And because some of those exits are only one lane each way, you are going to expect some traffic at peak travel hours. If possible, you should research the upcoming construction projects to see how that could impact your commute in the short term. I do plan to discuss some construction updates on this channel, so make sure that you like and subscribe with the bell so that you'll get that update when it comes out. Researching different neighborhoods is easier than ever online nowadays. Personally, I love to look at websites like niche.com, neighborhoods.com, or homes.com just to get an overall sense of what people are saying about the neighborhood. I will say that when I look at some of these general websites, though, that the pricing information is not always accurate. That's why you want to make sure that you do have a real estate professional that you can lean on for the most current and up-to-date information. There's also the social website and app called Nextdoor. Now, this has the potential for some really good local information, as well as those general complaints about traffic violations and neighbors that aren't cleaning up after their pets. And of course, there's YouTube. This is probably my favorite source of information. So in 2024, there will be more informational videos on this channel about different Murfreesboro neighborhoods, Murfreesboro real estate market updates, and just general overall helpful information for living in Murfreesboro. If there's something specific that you'd like to see an update on, leave me a comment and let me know. I might just pick your suggestion. During this research process, the schools and the school zones are something that's going to come up. I have a previous video that I made way back in 2020 that you can plug in an address, either city or county, and find out your school zone. It's an older video, but the tool is there and it hasn't changed. I'm going to link that down in the description. But there are two really important things that I want you to know about the school zones here. The first is that because Murfreesboro is growing so fast, the school zones do tend to change slightly every about 2 to 4 years. Here is something that I've noticed since I lived here. There are new schools being added. It seems like they're building one a year, at least within the county. So if there's a new school being built nearby, you might even find yourself living in a different school zone. However, and this brings me to my second point, is that Rutherford County overall has some of the highest rated schools in the entire state. Rutherford County is the 4th largest school system in Tennessee, and the safety measures that our officials implement is modeled by other school systems across the state. My son goes to Barfield Elementary School and he loves it there. We love the staff, the principal, all of the teachers. I'd love to know down in the comments, what's the school zone that you're living in, or is there one that you're looking to live in when you do move to Murfreesboro? So what's another way to choose where you live in Murfreesboro? How about the cost of housing? Overall in Murfreesboro, the average price of that 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, you're going to be looking about the mid $400,000 range right now. The lowest price for even probably an older single family home would be low 300s. So if you're looking below the $300,000 range, the options in Murfreesboro for single family homes will be limited. However, you may look at townhomes. And as far as price point, depending on where you look, that price point that I quoted, the mid 400,000, that may be higher in one area, but lower in a different part of Murfreesboro. You just kind of have to look at the map and the zip codes. And depending on where you're looking in Murfreesboro, the same age and similar size of home could be different by around 2 to 3%. Older homes, they're typically going to cost less less unless it's been renovated and modernized. And the good news is, if you're searching by price, that is probably the easiest online search ever. Price, this is something that's objective, whereas things like neighborhood desirability, the school zones, these are more subjective. But if there's more subjective desirability, like parents that want to move to a particular school zone, something like that can drive the price of an area up. And I have my website linked down in the description if you'd like to look at homes in Murfreesboro by the price point. For the most part in Murfreesboro, expect the neighborhoods to be managed by HOAs, especially if you're looking at new construction. As Murfreesboro's farmland gets developed, we're seeing more and more planned unit developments and planned master communities. It's just the way building is these days. They put them on a quarter-acre lot and then they manage them by the dreaded Homeowners Association. And it's true, Murfreesboro does have a lot of HOAs. But compared to other parts of the country, just little tidbits of information that I've seen, I think that our HOA fees are in the average or in the low range. Of course, those townhomes and communities where exterior or lawn maintenance is included, those HOA fees do tend to be higher. Usually, communities with a lot of amenities like a pool, playground, and clubhouse will be higher also. As far as restrictions go, you'll want to obtain a copy of the community bylaws. As your real estate agent, I'll make sure that you get those before you even write an offer so that you know what you can and can't do, and if you don't like their rules, you don't have to buy there. I think most people overall in Murfreesboro, we enjoy that benefit of being in a well-kept community. HOAs, they keep a lot of that riffraff out, right? But I also realize that an HOA community is not for everyone. Maybe you have a boat or an RV that you want to park in your driveway. HOAs usually won't let you do that. So for those of you, I want to let you know that Murfreesboro does have some neighborhoods that are not managed by HOAs. Most of them were built 30 years ago or older. Just know that while it's something that we have, that there will be less inventory overall, and that because there's less inventory, there may be increased competition among buyers that are also looking for a property that's not managed by an HOA. So if you see something you like, you'll want to be ready to put in an offer, especially as we get into those warmer months and the buyers are really starting to come out. Whether you are living in Murfreesboro or you're looking to move here, I've got some videos that you should check out next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.